Hello everybody, my name is Sarah Cummings. I'm a training specialist here at Corec, and today I'm just going to show you how to set up a tripod over a known point, or for today it's a PK nail that we've already put in. So some of this is my experience and my little tips and tricks from what I've done throughout the years. So what I like to do is just obviously undo the legs all together and then put it up to the required height. I like to get it roughly about top of chest height. Obviously it depends where you're setting it up, what ground you're in. And obviously because we're on a path, we're trying to leave room for people to get past. But today we're quite lucky, it's quite quiet. So what I'm going to do is just roughly position the legs over the nail. I'm putting one in the grass, and that, when I stamp it in, will act as my pivot point, but I'm just going to roughly get it over the nail. Okay, so I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to stamp this in and give it a good old stamp, because it's in grass, so it's in soft ground, so you need to make sure it's really in there. Okay, and now using that one as your pivot point, you pick up the other two, and I put my foot by the nail, so it's something. It can help. It's something bigger that you can see that's right next to the nail. A bit easier to aim for than trying to find a small nail or whatever you are setting up over. Okay, so now we're over. Just going to stamp it down. If you hear that, even in asphalt, you know, you have to make sure that it's in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to level the legs. So I'm just going to stamp my foot on this leg, because even though we stamped it in, sometimes, especially if you're in soft ground, or even if not, your leg can move when you're pushing the leg up and down. So I just like to lightly place your foot on it so it doesn't move. Gives that a little bit more confidence that it's going to be where you want it to be. And what we're aiming for is to try and get the bubble inside of the black circle. I just need to do that last little adjustment now, because we are nearly completely into the bubble. So just using the foot screws, just get that in. We're just going to check again, make sure it is over the nail. Just going to wiggle it a little bit to the middle, hold that down and tighten the screw underneath, the bell screw, and then again just give that a little tinker with the foot screws. And what I should just remind you of, just a little tip here as well, is your foot screws here, you'll see you've got the lines in the middle. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your screws, before you even started leveling, are in, you know, they're in that central position. So when you're adjusting it up and down, you're in the middle. Okay. So now we're happy with that, what we're going to do is we are going to use the plate bubble, which is this one here, and we're just going to set it on each of the quadrants, and we're just going to use the foot screws to get the plate bubble level. And then once we're happy with that, let's go over to this side, this quadrant, and again use the foot screws to just adjust that. What you're aiming for here is to get the plate bubble level on all three quadrants. And what you want to do is every time you go round, if it's a little bit over on one, you're adjusting it so that it's in level. The pond bubble's still as it was before. The plate bubble's now leveled. So we'll just give it one more check. So now that is your target and your legs precisely leveled. So now you can measure to whichever you want, whether it be true height. And yeah, now your target's set up and ready to go. Hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much.